What's up, gaming heroes? Welcome back to another awesome World of Warcraft video. Today I want to talk about professions. Professions right now are absolutely crazy. You can make so much gold with literally every crafting profession. I've already gone over mining quite a bit. I've already gone over herbalism quite a bit. And if you haven't seen those videos already, then go and check those out because they are absolutely banging. One of them, I leveled a character from level 70 to 80 with only mining and herbalism. And we made a hefty chunk of change per hour. Then I did another one where it was 70 to 80 whilst leveling a fresh profession. And that one, I did a lot of gold per hour with that one as well. It's quite crazy the amount of gold you can make with those gathering professions right now. But this one right here, it's all about crafting. So let's dive in. All right, if you haven't seen already, I'm going to be a dad. This little one is on the way. If I appreciate all the love I've been getting in the comments recently about it. I hope you guys are doing really, really well. So the professions I've got are inscription, alchemy, tailoring, enchanting, engineering, and alchemy again. That's basically what I've got. And here right now is my mailbox for my engineering, which is 824,000 gold. Not too bad, not too bad. It's a very, very mixture of things. So here's one tip I want to talk about. Use Craftsim. Now, most of the people who I know just download Craftsim and they don't really do anything else with it. And that's where they really fail. You guys are failing if you just downloaded Craftsim and don't really use it properly. So first, you can go to the Craftsim options by going to options, add-ons, and then clicking on Craftsim. And then you can basically change your price source from Auctionator to Trade Skill Master if you want to. And then one thing I do is I actually go to TSM and I change this right here to DB Recent or DB Min Buyout. Basically, that's what I specifically try to go for. And the reason for that is I don't really like the whole strategy of going for DB Region or anything like that. DB Min Buyout is really the most realistic value you can get for your profit. So I always change that. That's a really important one that needs to be changed. Once that's done, I then open up my profession. I will go to recipe scan. I will ensure that the concentration is unticked. I don't want concentration ticked right now, although I am capped at concentration right now. So we will then scan the recipe, and this will tell me what is profitable for me to craft and what is not profitable for me to craft. And we will go ahead and we will look at all of that. So immediately I can see a bunch of things that are profitable to craft if I've got the soulbound material pile of rusted scrap. So I'm going to kind of skip that because I have a specific strategy for making gold with my rusted scrap that I don't really want to cover right now. So I'm going to go straight to actually where the profit is, where I can just buy all the materials straight from the auction house. Right here, Chaos Circuit, it's saying to me that the silver quality Chaos Circuits are 179 gold profit each right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go over here and press Craft Q, like so. That's now added to my craft queue. Bottled Brilliance. Now I made a huge mistake with engineering Bottled Brilliance actually, and here's the mistake that I made. I made 2,000 Bottled Brilliance and I didn't even look at what it did. I just thought it was a crafting reagent. Turns out it kind of is, but it's more of a finishing reagent. And so it increases your chance to get a skill point by 30%. So I ended up with this, which is a very slow seller. I thought this would sell a lot quicker than it did. So I've still got like another 900 to sell through right now. And realistically, I'm going to struggle to sell it before the price drops. There is one guy on my server called like Last Buffalo or something like that. And he like reduces certain auction prices by like 50 gold a time, and every time he posts it's 50 gold cheaper than everyone else, and the only way to get rid of him is to buy his stock, and you're just like, this is going to ruin the entire auction. So unfortunately I'm kind of stuck with that stock right now until his auctions get bought. It is what it is. Some people just like ruining the auctions for other people. Whimsical wiring, let's have a little look at that one. Okay, so this is why you don't just use the basic Craftsim, because they also say 17 gold profit. Oh, that's crap. But there we go, 99 gold profit. Why? Because I am using the Craftsim Regent optimization. So I can see that with gold reagents, I can get 99 gold per actual craft. So that is absolutely incredible. We're going to go for that most definitely. So whimsical wiring, we're going to add that to the craft queue. And we're going to skip bottled brilliance because I got too much of that already. The entropy enhancers apparently are quite valuable right now. 26 gold for the base quality, and for the gold quality we can go 47, which is pretty good right there. So we'll add that to that as well, though we don't want too many of those because they don't sell super fast. Again, for the same for the safety switch, great. And then we got the bismuth bolts. Now, bismuth bolts, I don't mind crafting these at a bit less profit, and the reason for that is you get pile of rusted scraps with that as well. And you can use those to make even more profitable things. So it's kind of like a side gig. You know, making bolts and making whimsical wiring is actually like really profitable because all the other stuff you get for it. Now here, I can see 18 gold for the gyrating gear. Not really worth it to me right now. I'd prefer to skip that. So we're going to go ahead and skip that entirely. All right, so now we've done that, we can close the recipe scan. We can go to the craft queue like so. We can pull it up like so, and we can decide how much we want to make. Now, something to consider when you're doing this is actually deciding based on the profit and the cost, how much you want to do. So right here, this costs a lot of gold to make a lot of profit, right? So that could be something that I might be a bit more cautious about. I might only go for like 20 of those to make, because it's going to cost me 30,000 gold to make 35 to make 3,500, which in my opinion is great. Anything above 10% profit returns is great. Like I do investing in real life, and anything above 10% is like bang, it's perfect. It's exactly what I'm looking for. If I see a 12% return on investment, I'm like, boom, here, take my money. That's immediately what I'm talking about. So in World of Warcraft, why not? Damn straight we're doing that. So right here, this is insane. That's more than the 30% return on investment right there. So right there, I'm probably going to go for like a solid 500 of those, just to get a cheeky 50k. I would probably actually go for 1,000 to 2,000, but I don't want to spend all day doing this. For entropy enhancers, they're often high profit, but they take slow to sell. So we're only going to go 50 for those. And switches, I quite like switches. They actually go faster than I thought they would. So I'm going to go 100 on that. Oh, I don't like that one. The profit returns aren't very good. Yeah, both of these aren't very good profit returns. So we'll stick 50 on that actually instead of 100. Just so we have like a nice variety. You don't just want to be stuck in one stock. You want to be having like lots of different varied things that you're crafting and selling on the auction house. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck with one item like I did with the Bottle of Brilliance, and you don't want to be in that situation at all. So let's go for the handful of bismuth bolts. This is low profit for me. It's not a great, but it's also not bad. It's also very cheap to craft, which is the key here, guys. So we're going to go 500 for that as well. 246,000 gold to get 20k, less than 10% value. We're going to go 200 on that. Yeah, we'll go 200 on that. And then basically what we do from here is we close this completely. We go to our awesome auction house mount. We'll just grab all the gold real quickly from the mailbox. Fantastic, fantastic. Get it in my bags. Great. Then we will go to the auction house. We'll open up our engineering profession like so. Drag this across. Then we press shopping. Create auctionator shopping list. And then this will just basically find the exact materials we need to buy to complete this shopping list, including the quality. Now, frayed wiring, I'll buy that from the vendor. I don't need to buy it from the auction house. We'll buy all that from here straight away. No messing about. Get everything we need. Just buying exactly what it tells me to buy. As you can see, it told me to buy some low quality and some high quality. We do what it tells us to do, guys. Okay, lovely jubbly. We're getting there now, guys. We're getting there now. Okay, fantastic. We've got everything we needed to get. It said our total crafting cost is 381,000 gold. It says total profit is 65,000 gold, which isn't too bad. I'm happy with that. Let's get it gone. Oh wait, I need to actually get it from the mailbox. Okay, grab all that. Mailbox, not mount. There you go. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Whee! Okay, we got everything we need. Now we're going to go down and do our crafting. Okay, so how many whimsical wiring am I crafting? It is 500. So I need to make sure I've got a minimum of 500 frayed wiring. Let's just go buy an extra 500 on top of the 100 I've already got. That way we can do some spares if we want to. Okay, great. So from here, I can just use the crafting window like so and just literally press craft. And then it will craft all the ones that I want it to craft exactly like so. Now, what this won't do is it won't do extra crafts unless you tell it to. You know, that's the real key thing here to remember. Now, it's not just engineering you're going to have success with. I know I'm doing engineering right now, but if you get into engineering right now, you're going to struggle to compete with someone like me because I've been doing engineering from day one. I've got all the knowledge points. I've got all the artisan's acuity from day one. So it's going to be difficult for you to compete with someone like myself in that regard. And I'm not blowing my own horn. I'm just saying it's going to be difficult. So you might want to go into a bit of a easier profession to start with, such as tailoring. I think tailoring's a really good one. Jewelry crafting's really popular at the moment. But here are my knowledge points right now for engineering. This is where I went, inventing, and then I went straight into parts. Then I maxed out this one and then maxed out that one. Once I've got all that done, I put this into devices just because I was interested in explosives for the next talent point, profit, whatever, you know. Okay, so I want to do the recipe scan as well whilst this is just crafting. And this time I want to actually consider concentration, because there are going to be certain situations where, you know, you want to actually see what is profitable using your concentration. This is a great passive way to make gold every single week when you get to 1,000 concentration. So we're going to scan that and it's going to tell me, using concentration, what is our highest profit that we can craft right now. And it's going to tell us in a second. All right, so it's saying that this stone-bound lantern is our most profitable item right here. Let's have a little look. Okay, so it's saying just doing that at the lowest quality is going to be like our best one, although that's not really a concentration thing. It's more of just I craft it and it's profitable to have. Let's have a little look here. This overclocked cogwheel apparently is going to render me 1,400 gold if I use concentration on that bad boy, which is pretty awesome actually, to be frank. I'm really happy about that. And the same for all of these others as well, which is pretty cool. So it's always worth checking the concentration versus not checking the concentration as well. Very useful information to have. I don't know what it was, but I just knew from day one when I started engineering that I didn't want to specialize in becoming like a gun expert or like an explosive expert or anything like that. I just knew all I wanted to do was make high quality reagents for other people to craft things, because I thought that would be the most profitable thing. So literally from day one, that's what I went into, and that's what I kind of talked about a lot in videos. And I've loved it ever since day one. It's really good. I do wish that in the game, these like artisan shuffles or acuity shuffles weren't as like so important. I've never done an acuity shuffle, but I tell you what, guys. Starting a fresh alt now with a new profession, I wouldn't want to play it. I wouldn't even want to try without a artisan acuity shuffle. Like, it just wouldn't be like possible. In all honesty, like, it's impossible to get all three tools and all your knowledge points as well without doing an artisan acuity shuffle. And if you've got to break a game to remain competitive in that game, it means the game isn't designed well. And that's my opinion right there. So I love the system that we have with professions. They've never been in a better place than they have right now. This is an incredible system. I don't want it to change, but the acuity shuffle is very toxic in my opinion. It doesn't work. It's not the right system. You know, we need a way that everyone just gets a certain amount of acuity every time, you know, and yeah, it is what it is. And there needs to be a way as well. Blizzard need to do this. I don't know why they haven't done this. There needs to be a way that you can say, Blizzard, I want to refund my knowledge points for this amount of gold. And it could be a large sum if you want it to, because it needs to be a serious consideration. It can't just be someone who's switching left, right, and center to this, that, this, that, this, that. It needs to be a serious consideration, and there needs to be a time, like a cooldown on that. It needs to be like a 1 month cooldown on resetting your knowledge points. You should theoretically be able to reset all of your knowledge points once per month for an inordinate sum of gold. It needs to be serious enough that people are like dissuaded from wanting to do it. But if you want to respec your talent tree, you should be able to do that, because at the moment it's very punishing. It's very punishing if you go down the wrong tree. And a lot of us want to change, you know, a lot of us want to change. I've got characters with terrible knowledge points tree because I didn't follow a guide, and I shouldn't need to follow a guide to play the game. You know, I should be able to make the mistakes and then recover from that. And I think they need a reset, like a way to reset it in some way, shape or form. I hope Blizzard consider doing something like that. It feels good, dude, just sitting here, blasting the gold up. Now, right now, on my second account, as I have been starting working on my profession on my second account. I want it to be a jewelry crafter, and I've started doing an acuity shuffle. I feel disgusting doing this because I've never done an acuity shuffle before. But I have started doing an acuity shuffle, and what I've realized is the information out there about acuity shuffles is really low quality. It's not explained very well. There's not a lot of information about it. So I have decided that I am going to do a video where I explain the way that acuity shuffles work in World of Warcraft. And hopefully that encourages people to get on top of it, use it while they can. And then maybe my opinion about the whole resetting things might also be a good idea to talk about that in that video as well. Blizzard might listen in that video, but we'll see. So I think the thing here to do is, like, you do this once per day, right? You do a restock once per day, you get your crafts done, you whack it on the auction house, you cancel scan it like once or twice throughout the day, and you move on. And that's your gold income every single day. You're getting like 60 to 100,000 gold flowing in, you move on to your next character. And you can do this on like as many characters as you want. And theoretically, if you've got like, you know, say 6 to 8 crafting professions, you could just be pumping out like 600-ish thousand gold a day from like in profit from just doing this, which is absolutely ridiculous. You just need to, as I say, make sure you got enough artisan security to have all 3 of your profession gear and all your knowledge points as well. And then at that point, you'll be able to remain competitive. Okie dokie, so it looks like all the crafting is completed. We probably do have like spare materials. What do we have? We've got 118 bismuth spare, so we could either go ahead and make more whimsical wiring, which does have the best return on investment, so we'll probably just do that really quickly. I could do a handful of bolts as well, but in all honesty, the better ROI is the way to go 99% of the time. Okie dokie, everything's crafted. It's time to get selling. We've got lots of spare materials as well, which is nice. So hopefully we can get those listed on the auction house for a nice banging bit of profit. Now, when you're selling this stuff, it's a good idea not to just pull it in bulk straight there, because you get people like, you see this guy here, he's instantly tanked the market from 240 gold all the way to 210. And he does it intentionally. You see this? He 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. This is what I mean. This guy is intentionally ruining people's fun with auction houses. So it's a good idea to like pay careful attention to this type of buffoonery. So you either go below and obviously take the profit cut, or you just go above and you wait for his to be kind of reset. Because the difference between that is 30,000 gold right there. It's entirely up to you what you go for. This is quite a fast moving auction. So in this instance, I'm actually going to post like, I'd say let's go 250, and we'll actually post it here, because in all honesty, I think someone will see this and I think they'll buy it out. And then I prefer to be positioned ready for that. I'm fine to wait a little bit, bit of patience, not a problem. Okay, handful of bismuth bolts. This looks like a completely normal auction. So we're going to put 100 in there, and we'll put another 100 in, and like once a few of those have sold. Okay, safety switches. I tend to like to do about 25 of these at a time, so we'll stick about 25 of those in there. As for the chaos circuits, I like to put about between 5 and 10, so I'll just put about 10 there this time and see how those do. Entropy enhancers, yeah, we only want to put about 10 there because they don't tend to be bought out in bulk, and you end up getting like undercut pretty regularly for these. Now, I have tried to contact this guy, but he's very difficult to contact. It's pretty much impossible, so there's nothing you can really do about that. You just have to accept that this person wants to intentionally ruin markets. Oh, and just like that, we've already sold our 100 Handful of bolts, so we'll go for another 100 of those, stick them in again. Whimsical wiring, still a bit crazy, but I am confident this will reset. Someone will see this and they will buy all this out. This is just something that happens pretty regularly. What's the region market value average? 224. Yeah, so we're below region market value average, so someone's going to reset this 100%. It's not going to be a problem at all. Looks like the entropy enhancers have done pretty well, so we're going to stick some more of those on. Put another 10 on. Chaos circuits, we've sold 7, so I'm going to put some more of those on as well. We might have been undercut by now, I'm not 100%. Oh yeah, we've just sold more. How many? Oh, we've got one more listed. If we can sell one more, then I can put 10 on again. Come on, baby, sell, sell, sell. One more. Come on, one more. Looks like we also sold a pet, which is pretty cool. Handful of bismuth bolts. Looks like we just sold 64. We might have already needed to restock on that again. Let's have a little look. Yeah, we do. 100 again. It's important not to put too much on because you end up needing to cancel your own auction and then lose deposit fee. There's no point doing that. We're going to put another 5 of these on there. Safety switches. We haven't sold any safety switches. I'm going to put another 10 on because I think I've been undercut, but I'm not sure. Entropy enhancers. We're doing okay on that one. I'm going to go for another 10, but I could have been undercut. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, I put 10 on and someone else put 10 on at the same time. I saw that go up by 20 from 187 to 207. So someone might have instantly undercut me there. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to go for another 10 just to see. Let's watch this. 217. Just refresh that a few times. Yeah, we're okay. It's ours for a little bit. Chaos circuits still got that. That's fine. Switches are fine. How's the the bolts? We're doing pretty good on that. It's the actual chaos circuits that are flying off the shelves right now. These chaos circuits do really well. Like, it's quite surprising how fast they sell. They sell a lot faster than I thought they would. These actually sell faster than the bottled brilliance, which is quite scary when you think about that. The only problem with these whimsical wiring right now is that they seemingly are selling very slowly. Now, for some reason, I don't really understand why. Usually whimsical wiring sell really fast. The sale rate on those are quite high, but right now, for some odd reason, they are selling very slowly. See this guy? He's lowering the auction constantly. It's so annoying dealing with just people who don't understand the way that the auction house works. It's so frustrating. They always think they have to undercut it. Oh well, it is what it is. Yay, we just sold our first whimsical wiring. Brilliant. Now, right now, I can see that the whimsical wiring market has someone who is like watching like a hawk. And so it requires a bit more cancel scanning. I hate cancel scanning. So frustrating. And the worst bit about people who do this type of thing is they lower the price of the auction. So it's very hard to compete when they're intentionally lowering the profit margins. You don't want to harm the market. So sometimes you just have to let them sell their piece and then just go back in like an hour later and resell yours. Either that or you're going to tank the market. They're going to get frustrated. Then they're going to lower the price of like whimsical wiring by like 100 gold, maybe 200 gold even. Like you could really annoy them and that could really frustrate them. So sometimes you just have to, flow with it, flow with the blow. A lot of people will just basically stick it all on the auction house and not even worry about it. And I think that's actually like a more intelligent way to play the game. But it's difficult when you're in certain auctions to do that because they will literally instantly undercut you to get the quick sales. And, in those instances, you do have to fight back a little bit. And whimsical wiring sometimes can be like that just in this instance. This is why I say to you, be careful about going to engineering like me. There's lots of different professions out there that are very successful and might not require you to do this sort of gameplay. But overall, let's just have a quick look here. 152,000 gold right now already on the auction house in sold auctions. Then we've got a further 825 listed right now, which will come through eventually. But generally, engineering is an absolute gold print. Get on it. It's awesome. I absolutely love it. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you want to see more profession crafting gold making videos like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Write me a comment in the section below. And hey guys, feel free to support on gaminghero.io. Myself and my team of writers, we're always writing guides for gaminghero.io, and we have a whole specialization knowledge tree member guide for engineering if you want help for making gold with that really quickly. Become a member of gaminghero.io and then check out those awesome guides. There's over 300 member guides, so it's worth every penny. Thanks for watching. This is Erosium, out.